Okay, so this is going to be my first YouTube. Uh, it's titled DUTERTE DU30. Okay. Ewan ko kung inaalaw nilang mga mask eh. But gusto kong anonymity. Is that the word? Anonymity? Andito kasi dito ako sa LA. And some of my politics will not be kosher. Okay, I want to start off by saying I do this on Sunday because Sunday is there's a lot of news and it's a good, you know, uh, political mental exercise. Okay, I want to say first that I'm not a professional political host or journalist or analysis, meaning I don't have a degree in politics or stuff like that or economics. Okay, I have a degree, but this is something else. And I guess I invite dialogue, like you know, conversation, like at least from someone who kind of follows the news. And some things I say might be wrong. So I'm just warning you that. I'm just giving a warning. Pero like I said, I'm not a professional political analyst, but I do follow news and I do listen and watch and read people who are in the political spectrum, whether they have talk show hosts or the writers or somebody who's analyzes things. So yeah, that's like I said, I'm not one of those people. So it's I'm just having a point of view. First of all, kay Duterte, I'm gonna do this, and what I'm gonna do is probably like alam mo, every week sa Pilipinas, there's a couple of good shows there. They do in-depth interviews. So when I watch that, I record it and I watch it, some of it, what I can get, and and on Sundays I'll comment on those shows. Si yung show na ANC, whatever, it's okay, nandito, the Villa. She did like a couple of secretaries are very good. If I have time, I'll go over each one and do a topic. Yung nakita ko ngayon, tsaka yung si Boy, whatever, Boy, I forgot his last name, he's a really smart guy, yung kalbo. Okay. So, let's talk about Duterte first. Okay, I'll touch up on this, and kasi this is my first tape going up. Duterte, DU30. Concept niyang federalism. Okay. From what I know, and obviously I'm not an expert, but I guess, concept of federalism. I guess I want to comment now where I'm coming from. Politically, naniniwala ako sa, Constitution, U.S. Constitution. Kasi it's based on the Bible, right? And the Bible, this is like my own analysis. Bible says God gave you free will to do right and wrong, etc. And God meant it as you were born with it, a free will. And to coincide with that, or it was inspired by that, this Constitution says there you have inalienable rights. You're born with freedom of speech and life, pursuit, and happiness, etc., etc. So that's why I believe in this Constitution, right? So yeah, all the rights are inalienable. Like government do not give you those things. You're born with it. in federalism, it's a bunch of people getting together and you give up as little of your rights to be in a group. That's basically what it means. Okay. So, and also, the government when that so they all join together to give up as little as their rights to form a relationship or a government, and then the government is actually responsible protecting the individual rights. Okay, individual rights. Okay, because again, rights are inalienable. Not gonna know it's given by God, etc. It's not government given. Like in California, driving is a privilege. Yeah, that's a privilege. Okay, it's not related to God because I guess you could walk. You can take a bicycle, you could ride a bike. That's different. I think. Anyway, people share their thoughts about it. So, anyway, ito pa there's some analysis. It's like social, cultural, economic analysis. Ang importante, it's just very hard. People have to separate ideals and standards from people. It's like that means like yeah, you have an ideal. People, get married, but then people get a divorce, and then once you're divorced, if you say like it's good to get married, it doesn't mean you're a hypocrite. You can live up to a standard. So basically, and you can have a standard and you fail. There's nothing wrong with that, so long as you acknowledge there's a standard, and number two, you failed. So American Constitution, so it's more well known, right? We should separate American people from politics. Like, there's a lot of people, American people believe certain things. Like, not all, the vast majority have certain ideas. You separate from politics because politics is politics, right? Government leading politics is government does what's best for the country, etc. So when people criticize America, they criticize, they do this, do that. I go, yeah, totoo yun. That's probably the government, but that's not what the Constitution is, and that's not what the people is, Yes, Pilipinas or Russia or China or whatever. It's like when you talk shit about China, you say, well, first of all, that's a communist country, so totalitarian, so it's like talking to a juvenile. It's like, is that like, like there's not a lot of free will. It's just sure. Like I said, right? Just like other countries, like North Korea or Russia, etc. I mean, I haven't expanded on it, but so yeah, federalism is good. So leading yan it's like it's freaking me out. Filipinas, like senators, like they get voted by people from like all over the bansa ng Philippines. It's like, isn't that crazy? Kasi dito sa like US, like Philippine senators, right? But dito it's like US senators, you only get voted for like from your state. So like, why would people in Florida be voting for you? It's like they don't know you. Like it makes no sense. I guess it's politics. So I guess when you have federalism, he'll do away with that. There is one thing that gets to me is even tama din federalism is at Mindanao, right? There's Muslims there. Well, at least here, the way federalism works in the U.S. is the concept na, the supreme law is the Constitution, but states can make their own rules to a certain degree. Like, I think so Utah, there's no alcohol certain time or whatever, etc. Blah blah blah. They all get voted on it, but there's no Sharia law dito in Pilipinas. I guess I get worried if those Muslims now if they decide to go for a Sharia law, which DUTERTE should not allow. To say, he has to protect the individual. Not everyone in Mindanao is Muslim, right? There's a lot of Christians or people who are not neither Muslim or Christians, So we can't have that. But federalism is good. What else? I had some other ideas now. What we should have done. I don't know. Was it Panon Quezon? Was it in World War II or whatever? Or Rojas was in the 60s or whatever. Or I don't know. I'm not too familiar with the politicians there. What we should do, I think, is good. Gusto ko yung secretary ni Duterte. Yung secretary ng education niya. Right? But what we should do is like we should offer yung mahirap one. We should establish more junior colleges like what we have here. It's good that in K to 12. That's good. What we should do is like yung mahirap done. If they do, they take a national exam, state exam, or whatever, and if they get like if they're also coupled with the fact if they have a B average in science and English or hard analytical subjects. They should be offered, scholarships or grants. Na those 2 years technical universities, right? And then that's after they take exams also. So you want to get the people who gets A's and B's, right? And then you prioritize whoever scores higher to get a better choice of. Because some of those technical courses might be impacted. And then after they get the 2 years, if they want to continue some public universities, we should have more public universities. Whatever regions there should be more UP schools or whatever. And then if they want to continue it, government should offer a program, more scholarship and grant to get their bachelor's, right? After they get 2 years, right? You screen out the best people, right? The poor people who got the 2 years, right? But this is what you do. You make them do two choices: 1 year of military service. Excuse me. I sneeze very loudly. I think I keep it up. I think I hold it for 1 month and then I sneeze. I don't know. Yun, you do it for 1 year, right? 1 year. After 1 year, they get their grant, to finish the other 2 years and get their bachelor's. Now, I guess that's for the men. I guess there'd be issues, not freedom having women there, but I think the women could do like 1 year of being a teacher's aide, so it'll promote more schools, more teachers, right? They do 1 year of that, then they get the 2 years grant or whatever to get their degree, see? That'll be good. Then, the one who are really, really, really good, they finish their bachelor's and, if they want to get their master's, they can do another year of military service, and I guess the women could teach another year, something along those lines. So that'll be good, see? They'll promote more people in the military because you need patriotism. Oh, I believe in baybayin. Baybayin, they teach that in elementary school. I believe in teaching that and having buildings with those signs. So, that's one thing. Maybe, somebody will read this blog and mention it to him, that plan, right? It's a pretty good plan, actually. I have other crazy ideas. I guess you could think about, you can only fantasize, after World War II, we could have, been Philippines, which is a good goal for the next 20 years, to be the international country of Asia. Kind of like Switzerland in Europe. No, World War II, if we really planned it, we should have, increased more education, etc., blah, blah, blah. And if Marcos was going to be a dictator and mamarakot siya, he should have been smart. He should have been done more of a pyramid scheme, except of some greedy mafia guy. But so basically, we should think about now. Can you imagine this? If we had manufacturing, industries. Let's say we got lucky. It started in World War II. We developed an auto industry. We could have been marketing all of South America, Central America, all of South Central America. That could have been our market because we speak the language, right? Although we would have had a higher number. We would need a higher number of people with master's degree in engineering, right? But we could have done that, if those people were thought big. It's still possible, but it's kind of difficult. Yeah, we could have done that. We could have made cars that are Americans made out of steel instead of the Japanese, not made out of steel, but we could have made it like as efficient as the Japanese or German. We could have like, we could have been like that. That's the kind of cars we could have produced, Is so still have so what else? Yeah. So this is an introduction. What else? I'll do another one. The one by Boy. Yung kalbo, in-interview niya yung si Delima ba yun ngayon? In a show? And there's like a panel of people there, whatever, this week. This is the week of June. What is this? June. 7th game of the NBA. Hindi na tinanong yung panel doon. Well, Duterte says that you might be corrupt. Hindi tinanong kay Delima. You might be corrupt. Like, ikaw head ng justice dyan. You might be allowing those drug dealers cook meth or shabu. Either that or you're really, 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 really incompetent, Delima. That's what Duterte was trying to say. So, and about Marcos. Oh boy, it's the only thing I like is him burying Marcos. That's pathetic. The guy's a crook. Anyway, there's a saying: the roost hens have come home to roost. I told him na, kita mo, kasi mga Pilipino, yung mga Tagalog, they, I don't know, minamalit lang mga ibang Filipino. Who knows, maybe they Ilocanos too. Kita mo, Marcos he didn't have a strong feeling for national unity or national people. He was pabor for Ilocos or whatever. But, so, yung ibang bayan except for Ilocos. But then it's bad too kasi because of that, a lot of Ilocos become like OFW and they suffer. So, it's like double, twice. Yung mga Tagalog, di got Marcos kasi, I don't know kung minamalit no, they say shit about Ilocanos. So, the Ilocanos don't feel that attachment or loyalty. So, they got even by having Marcos the crook, right? Melt the crazy bitch, whatever. So, anyway, but then in return, because of that, there's a lot of OFW in the mga Ilocanos, So, after, so, the Rus came home. What is that saying? They did that twice, I guess. Yeah, so anyway, so I realize some of this thing I say is like I'm jumping ideas, right? But there's a certain purpose for that. It's because or at least my thoughts partial. It's because so now you have to try to pick it up, and then think about it. And the more you think about it, analyze it, then the more it sticks in your mind, right? So, also, it's not professional of me, but then again, like I said, I'm just having ideas. Some of these are I do know for fact some of my wrong, but I do know for fact some of it is right and might be insightful, because some of my ideas actually come from brilliant people, like not me, but the ones with PhD and have analyzed the body of work of 20-30 years of politics analysis. So, So some of it's pretty good, I'm sure. Okay, so that's it. I'll comment on later on.